Hello, welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbao. Now, Asante Kotoko's interim management committee has played down reports of an imminent sacking of Prosper Nate Ogum. The Porcupine Warriors poor run of form in the second round of the Ghana Premier League has seen Ogum come under strong pressure from both the media and fans. Now, earlier this month, the head coach and his players were booed following the team's defeat to Accra Lions at the Barra Stadium. These things have not gotten any better for the Kumasi Bay side as they have suffered 4 consecutive defeats in Ghana's top flight since the home win over BBNE Gold Stars on March 1. Now, their recent performances leave them in 9th position on the league table with just 11 games until the end of the season. It has resulted in reports in the local media that the Ogum could be gone sooner than later. However, the club, in a statement, has since dismissed such reports as they confirmed their trust in the former Wafa Gaffer to turn things around. Now, Stephen Zando is with our sister station, Love FM in Kumasi, and he's been following development in the camp of Kumasi Asante Kotoko and joins me on phone for more on this very situation. Stephen, thank you so much for joining me. Tell me, what can you report from the camp of Kumasi Asante Kotoko? We understand a meeting was due to be held between the IMC and Prosper Nate Ogum. Has that meeting been held, and what is the outcome of the meeting?
All right, good evening, Razak. Thank you very much for having me. Yes, yesterday, Asante Kotoko released a statement reiterating the point that they are not going to fire head coach of the club, Dr. Prosper Gumnase. In that release, they made it clear to the general public that, in fact, they held a meeting with the technical team and, of course, the playing body because the IMC is not happy with the current string of poor results the club, has been churning out, and that's why they decided to hold that particular meeting. We hear that the meeting ended successfully, and all the parties agree that they need to urgently change the fortunes of the club before the season comes to an end. For the first time following Asante Kotoko, I don't remember the last time Kotoko lost 4 straight matches in the Ghana Premier League. Look, in 2024, the club has played 6 Premier League matches and they've got only 3 points from a possible 16. This is not Asante Kotoko that we are used to, and that is why the fans really agitated right after that game against Leicester last Sunday at the Bavaria Sports Stadium when they were defeated by a goal to nil. It tells you that the fans are not happy. But I have decided to engage some people close to the camp of, Dr. Prosper Gumnase. And, before Ogum was reappointed as head coach of Asante Kotoko in the second stint as the coach of the club, His Majesty was to the second, the life position of the club, made it clear to the coach, the IMC, and the supporters that we should not put the coach under pressure to deliver. He should not be in a rush to win laurels for Asante Kotoko, and that is the reason why, for me, the coach decided to bring on board a lot of youngsters actually. So you realize that in the recruitment that Ogum did last summer, he brought on board a lot of youngsters. Players that hitherto will not be allowed to play for Asante Kotoko main team. But Ogum thought that he was using these players to build a formidable team for Kotoko to ensure that they get sustained success in the future. But in football, the fans will always continue to be fans. What the fans want is to demand results. What the fans want is to get a result, and that's what they desire. So after playing 4 matches and with 0 points out of the club, obviously the supporters will not be happy, and that is why Ogum is a bit under pressure to deliver. The next 5 matches for Dr. Prosper Gumnase and Asante Kotoko will be quite crucial because they will travel to Bethlehem United and to play an away fixture. After that, they will host Satraman FC before they play Dreams FC, and Dreams FC is in the quarterfinals of the CAF Confederation Cup. It tells you that they are a strong side, and after that, they've got Diana Stars to negotiate as well as Mediama Sporting Club. So really, Razak, if you look at the next 5 matches of Asante Kotoko, I'm sure it says a lot about the current situation. Obviously, the coach of the club cannot afford to be losing much, especially considering the next 5 matches Asante Kotoko has got to negotiate, Razak.
All right, Stephen Zado, we appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Keep tabs on that, and we'll come to you as and when we get any new development. Let's turn to the camp of Accra Heart of Folk because they have reconstituted a new board, and what we are hearing is that the board have set sight on the construction of a new stadium as part of plans to reposition the club among the best on the continent and the world at large. According to one of the newly appointed board members, Vincent Odote, The club intends to put up a 20,000 capacity stadium, the club's training ground, after the construction of a hotel and a mini stadium at the Poviman Sports Complex.
I would not accept when people say we don't know football. This is football. This is what football is about. The success that you expect on the pitch cannot be achieved without being backed by solid foundations and a sustainable means of enhancing the image, creating revenue. So this is the football, what the modern football it's all about. What is hard is to build our academy, as I said, once we build the hotel at Poviman and then convert one of the the pitches into a mini stadium. Our next step is to build the stadium, our own branded stadium, a minimum of 20,000 capacity, like any modern football club. So that is, once we've done with this, that's our next target. And that's where we want to take Accra Hearts of Oak. We don't want to be victims of, when you go to any club in the world, any serious club, any club with a history, the stature of Hearts of Oak, they all have these things. And this is definitely building our own stadium will be the next step in the attainment of, towards the attainment of preeminence, not only in Ghana, but in Africa.
Not playing at the Accra Sports Stadium for a couple of weeks. How worried are you?
Well, it's a big concern in terms of, if you recall, we had to play
Chairman of the local organizing committee for the 2023 African Games, Dr. Kweku Fosu-Asare, has countered claims by the NDC that the organization of the event was a monumental failure. Now, Mr. Kobena Woyome, who labeled the continental event as a disaster, has been addressing the press conference, and Dr. Fosu-Asare also addressed the issue of the protesting volunteers about their misinformed stipends. And there is more in this report by my colleague Haruna Mubarak.
Others, 30 different sporting disciplines competed at the 13th.
The games ended on Saturday with a closing ceremony held at the University of Ghana Stadium. It was the first time Ghana hosted the continental event in its history, winning 69 medals. However, the organization was not without challenges. Badminton player Leslie Addo revealed that the team received equipment just a day before the games commenced.
The equipment that we got didn't even come the times we have never, nobody has trained the equipment, nothing. The rackets, nothing. The racket I used to play a tournament. I got it just a day. And I've never tested it. The shoe I was size 47. They gave me 36. How am I going to use it for?
Leslie's remarks echo the sentiments of many athletes who expressed frustrations over logistical issues surrounding the games. In addition to equipment delays, there were concerns over power outages and the withdrawal of South Africa from the hockey competition due to safety concerns for their athletes. Kobena Woyome, ranking member on the Youth and Sports Committee of Parliament, criticized the organization of the event.
The just ended games were a monumental disaster and total embarrassment to our dear country. The Akufo-Addo-Bawumia NPP government spent a staggering $240 million on the just ended games. Yet, the organization and management of the event was poor and shambolic. While the government sacrificed value for money principles and breached procurement procedures, infringe on the Public Financial Management Act, leading to huge expenditure, Ghanaians have been swayed by the frivolous outcome of the games to believe all is well.
In response, the local organizing committee chairman, Dr. Kweku Fosu-Asare, refuted claims of inadequate preparation.
What do you call it? Democratic dispensation.
So you don't agree with that?
He's entitled to his view. I don't agree with him to a larger extent. Let's assess the social capital hosting the games has brought to Ghana. It's not all about money, physical money. Let me tell him that. For instance, when Nkrumah was building the dam, I come from Akomufi, that's in my area. Okay, when Nkrumah was building the dam, 1965, thereabout, okay? What did Ghanaians say? They said there was no need, we didn't have money, we shouldn't build it. If we hadn't built the dam at that time, what would have happened to us in the area of, energy? When he was building the motorway, what did they say? Are we able to pour cement on the streets and build a street like he did at that time? No. Look, when he was building the Tema Harbour, they said we had Takoradi Harbour. Why was he going to waste money? I have a friend whose father was the first person he sent to that place to go and assess the place when they were going to, Nkrumah was going to build the harbour. And he said his father told him that when he went back to Nkrumah and told him the place was not feasible, Nkrumah told him that I don't want to hear this. You understand me? So if you are sitting down and you are saying that is view, and I respect everybody's view, but posterity will judge us. Whether what he's saying would have been beneficial to the country or what we did would have rather been beneficial. Now posterity is judging Nkrumah for building the dam. Posterity is judging Nkrumah for building the harbour.
Tensions rose as volunteers clashed with police, citing grievances over promised packages. However, Ofosu Asare says they were misled about promised stipends.
I think it was miscommunication, misunderstanding. They didn't get it well. Me, the first time I met them, I said, give me a definition of volunteers or volunteerism. Go and check the definition. And the communication and the what was given them, the letter given them, yes. there was nothing like monetary consideration or what have you. And I don't think they came in because of course, but I think somewhere along the line they got some of the things wrong. And
cost components, allowances for volunteers. The volunteers as well are going to be accommodated and fed and be given allowances.
This is the Sports Minister Mustafa Yusuf discussing allowances prepared for volunteers ahead of the Games at a press conference, which casts doubt about the accuracy of official communication. The conflicting narratives have sparked questions about transparency and accountability within the LOC and the ministry. Haruna Mubarak for Joy Sports.
And that's all we got for you on Prime Sports tonight with me, Razak Musbao. Thank you for being part of it.